Oh, welcome back to another one. Third video, we're going strong. A few things have been done. I bolted on the front arms of it. Bolted the front shock on too because they look way better with the shocks on. Feels like you've gotten quite far. The only reason I haven't bolted up the front hubs yet, I need bearings for them. So I've got to go down to Seiko this week at some point and get bearings for those, and we should be able to bolt them back on. Bolt on our front calipers, our steering arms, and put some wheels on it. And same with this rear. All I've got to do is put the strands in pretty much. I've ran into, so you got these 4 mounting points, 1, 2, 3, 4, which then goes into those 4 holes there. I got suggested to by Brad to just put studs in them. It makes your life way easier. And not going to try put a nut in there and cross thread it. Oh, sorry, not a nut, a bolt in there and cross thread it. So couldn't find studs for it. I did a little bit of digging. I didn't go way too hard, but next best, got some threaded rod, which we'll just go straight into there, screw straight into that. We'll obviously cut down to the length that we need. Before all that, I'm going to give it a bit of a tidy up because it looks like shit. So yeah. Motor stuff. Point your sparks away from the blooming car. Okay, she's going in the hole, I believe. Now I've got to really awkwardly lift this fucking thing in there by myself. So I'll prop you up somewhere and you can watch me fail miserably. This was actually supposed to be, well, it was going to be our stud, but I got an M10, not an M8, idiot. Okay, Smoko, fucking hell. Just that one lift there was heavy. Okay, so it's sitting there. Okay, bit by bit. Bit by bit. Woo! Scratching up on your paint job, man. I think we're in. Yes, sir. We are in. Woo! Fuck, now. We got her in. Jesus Christ, was that a mission? 4 minutes that took, my lord. Get some lock washers on that and some nylons and we'll be in. There's 4 more bolts to go into here, which goes into that mounting plate there. That's her. She's bolted in, she's out of our way. She's in the car. And we can start bolting out these axles and then we can put on some shocks and we're going to be partially rolling body, partially, just need hubs. I am still missing a CV boot too, by the way. I haven't forgotten that. I'm just too lazy to put them on because they're a fucking nightmare. It's like all those little bolts there. It's actually, these ones are actually better than the other ones. The other ones have like almost 20 of the bloody things in there. I'm still not 100% sure what bracket to use, as they both are obviously different for each side. I've done some digging on Cougar race cars, just to sort of see if there is anything that I can notice. I'm sort of picking up that this back shock that runs off this point is the furthest shock out running inwards towards the chassis, so I'm gonna assume. Now, I know what assuming does, that it is this one here. Yeah, so that makes sense to me. So then this one, spacer, spacer, spacer. This side done, she's got shocks on it. It's actually starting to look quite cool, this car. I had just to space this shock out with a little washer. It looked a bit ugly, but we were getting a bit tight through there for my liking. And this side was good. Heaps of clearance on this side other than this bottom piece there, but this is the lowest lowest the axle's going to go. It's not going to go any lower than this, so time to go for the other side. Got that side done a lot quicker. And we're back in the garage. Another jump. Would have been a week later now, so the garage changes a bit. I got to put on some end caps, bearings that go in there, and there's spacers and shims. I think that's what this whole little pack is all about. Where is it? These little dogs here. 2 shims, 2 gaskets, a couple of O-rings, and the seal for these dogs here, which I've got 2 of those, 1 for each side. The seal actually looks pretty good, to be fair, so I might leave those in. I'm going to paint them up, so I'll take them out, replace them. I have the seals, might as well do it. These are our little spacers, so I'm pretty sure if I take this dog off, oh no, that's on there. So that goes tapered end in, then the bearing, then another spacer, and then the O-rings go in between all that stuff. Got another little addition to the garage too. There's Brad's young fellas. Great little addition. Tidy rigged that. This car's also, the motor's been sent to Campbell for the rebuild that's getting done. I think the bearings are gorners, they're smoked. So that's getting done at the moment, just to get raced on December the 5th, I think it is, or December the 6th, first weekend of December, which is also falls on crate day. Also bolt up our stub axles, which goes onto there, like so. Not that way, this is the other side. Goes onto there, like so. Those bearings that I was talking about, I went to Seiko for those front hubs, but apparently they're a bit of a rare piece. So he quoted me $800 for these bearings that got to get sent in from the country, and that's a big no-no. I can't spend $800 on bearings, that's just silly. But Brad, being the good bastard he is, he hunted them down for me with Neville, Cougar Race Cars. So cheers Neville, thank you. And I'll be able to bolt that front end in sometime this week. I'm pretty sure they're getting sent down. All I'm going to do is just tidy up those end caps because they're a bit rusty. It's still quite weird recording everything. It's fucking hard to do. I'm going to put you on this Bosch impact over. Yeah, I find it quite hard to do because you have to also do what you're doing mahi, and also trying to record it at the same time, and then also putting it out on the web is a whole nother story itself. I do feel as it is quite embarrassing. Don't know why. I think that'll be something that comes with time, getting used to recording yourself, facing a camera towards you, and like also putting cameras in other people's faces, which I think is also quite hard to get used to. So that's those seals there. So they'll end up just slipping straight into that. Once these are tidied up, I'll give them a good old wire wheel and a paint, which I don't actually know if I have paint, so that might be a bit of a pain in the ass. I should have something around. It's got to be black around here somewhere. The whole lineup of cans, there's got to be some black paint. Then again, I think everything in recent times has been painted in black as well. That's going to be the colour of the valve cover too, by the way. I haven't actually tested it yet. I should test it and I can see what colour it's going to be. Nah, not on there. It's not my workbench to be painting. Ah, yeah. It's not as purple as I thought. You're not going to be able to see it on Tinder, but you can sort of get a... It's not as purple as I thought it was going to be. That's okay though. Should be. I've got into some more garage appropriate clothes so I don't get bashed by my missus. My tripod. Good tripod that. They're all cleaned up, ready for a bit of door luck special. Paint them black. And they'll look very pretty right on there. How good. And back in the garage. From my progress yesterday, I got fuck all done. And I do have a feeling I need to make this bracket here, which bolts on the caliper flip that around onto the back there, and our hub will be sitting on this, obviously on the spline here. But I am struggling to get these bolts in without cross-threading these nuts, because it keeps jumping off this. So I'm going to just slightly enlarge in these holes on these brackets here, very ever so slightly, just so I don't risk cross-threading these bolts. Don't have much room to play with there. I'll tell you what, I think I might struggle for a bit more. Try to get this on. Oh, we've temporarily got the rear hub on. It's on there. She's spinning. So definitely the front calipers, which I've learnt. Once those sort of slide on there, line up with the bolt holes, will be rubbing on the rotor and the caliper. So those aren't the ones for that. I need to get a custom piece, I think for this, that fits around the stub here without a bit of wriggle room. Like as a bit of a locator. I'm pretty sure there's just going to be a lot of in and outs. I've got to leave this on temporarily anyway, because it's going to go to Campbell's, because these hubs are going to get resplined. But might as well put the wheels on it so we can put it on a trailer and take it there. And then he can sort of work with it, with everything bolted onto it. I think that's the plan anyway. You know what I might do though, just for the point of it? I might chuck a wheel on there. Because who's going to stop me? Where's a good wheel? I actually just got quite badly sidetracked. I painted the knuckles, everything spread around. I thought you guys would enjoy that. There's one there, one over there. And then I've got one outside too. She's way over there and hanging on the trailer. Anyway, I'll get back to the rear end. Oh! Both sides have hubs now. Now this one is the one where the spline is completely rooted. You should know with me, only got one chance, one behind my back and blew it. Shit is not my style, keep it so low key. What I do don't need to prove it. One thing about me that I know for sure, you will never see me lose it. Never see me lose it. Until those front stub axles tack off, I'm not going to really be able to get it rolling. I have to also wait for those bearings for those front hubs over there until I can put wheels on it and push it around like a Flintstone and feel gangster sitting in it, maybe steer it a bit. It'd be good fun. I'm back in there again and again and again. My parts should be dry now. Should be, in theory. They don't feel tacky, so that's a good start. I'm going to turn on some lights and get to doing some mahi. Yeah, got those bearings sent to me today, I believe, by Neville. Cheers, Neville, thank you for that, mate. I'm going to chuck on these front stub axles and put in my steering arms, and we'll be even closer to a rolling body, which is sick. Oh, well, I think I've got everything I need, which is two 27mm ratchets. So it's not a big jobby. 2 bolts each stub axle. But I've set up a little posse, as you can see. Good little posse. Got brake clean, means best friend again. And just gonna really get into it. Well, I believe all I need now is a washer for the back. Tighten up those bolts. And we're there. How fucking good. I think the issue is going to be finding a washer that fits these. That's going to be the issue. What the fuck have I done there? Tell me, kind sir, what have I done there? False alarm, I found it. Stop stressing, men. No need to stress in this game. I feel like a wrench will be suffice for this job. I'll do the classic YouTube skip ahead thing again, eh? Feel as if I'm getting quite good at this clicking thing. Been a lot of clicks in this video actually. Trying to find the right lighting here. I just have to look straight up like this. One thing that sort of stopped us from completing the front end is I am missing some castle nuts for said steering arm. These got split pins in them, so if I've got them, might as well use them. I have the nuts for the other arm, but can't manage to find these ones, so I will have to go for a search for those in the coming weekend. But we're pretty much there. I'm just going to grab a light so you can actually see what's going on. Not using that battery. I think said battery is flat. We have light. Whoa! Yeah, so this side here, that steering arm that goes to there is what we're missing the castle nuts on. Just Ruth put that away. But pretty much this whole side is ready for the hub. So this front end's almost done as well, which will call it rolling. I think I'll end it at this point here, call it a video. Yeah, I'll title it as rolling too, damn right. Pretty stoked really, it's pretty cool, it's all coming together, it looks good. The paint job is growing on me. You would have seen my last video where I wasn't the biggest fan of said paint job, but there's a heap of bugs up there. You're not going to be able to see them, but there's a lot of bugs up there, even up there. Once those bearings are here and I have found some of those castle nuts, which I'm sure won't be too hard, if not I'll figure a way out. Might just have to nylon it and Loctite it, but don't really want those coming off. A lot of tension on those. But yeah, third video done. Not too shabby. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Sure.